We're on to mince and tatties, guys. Woo! I'll steal it for you, Andy Walker, but my delivery was just that wee bit sweeter.
Yeah, but Andy Walker was probably the only disappointing factor tonight for Celtic. On the pitch, pretty good, but his piss jokes off the pitch were pretty bad.
And that's the bottom line. Celtic 3, Rangers 0. Awful. Great.
Big win. Ange Ball destroys Sevco. You can check out the review on the channel. If you want a more biased, Rangers opinionated review, you can go to his channel and check it out.
I pretty much said Celtic were great and we deserve shot. But
Alright then, both channels then have got pretty negative reviews of Rangers. But this isn't the reviews, guys. This is the player rating, so we're just going to go ahead and get stuck into it here. There's no hiding. Some of these players on the pitch tonight were great. Others, in my opinion, were pretty fucking diabolical. We're going to start with each goalkeeper, then just move on through the field, get through the subs, and then we'll get to the manager rating. So we're going to start off with the home side. We're going to start with Celtic. We're going to start with Joe Bloody Hart.
I'm going to give him a 6. He had nothing to do, and what he had to collect, he made light work of, and he looked pretty comfortable. But then again, Rangers didn't really challenge him, but I'll still give him a 6. He did a decent average job.
I agree with that. I was going to give him a 5, but then I considered, you know what, he's kept the clean sheet. He didn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault. Rangers were shit tonight and couldn't really give him much stuff to do. So I'm going to give him a 6, but yeah, pretty quiet.
Next up, we've got Alan McGregor. He conceded 3. Every shot was basically straight at him that didn't go in, but I'll give him a 6. But see these people making it, world-class performance, 40-year-old. I think he's still got years left in. But let's be...
If Furuhashi was playing, McGregor would have conceded about 6 or 7 tonight, and that is the simple fact.
And that's not because he's pissed, that's because Giamukis is pissed.
And that's not wearing green tinted glasses, right? That's wearing any... You don't even need glasses to see Giamukis' shite. So we're giving McGregor a 6. Was he the better keeper tonight? Probably, but he didn't concede 3 goals.
Exactly.
So, you know...
Right, next up Greg Taylor. I felt like probably the worst... worst is the wrong word. The least impactful Celtic defender.
Yeah, I thought Celtic were great tonight, but I thought Greg Taylor was kind of just a passenger.
I'll give him a 6.
I'm going to give him a 6 as well. I feel like it'd be harsh to give him less than that, but to me, he didn't stand out. I'm giving him a 6.
Next up, Barisic. That's not how you spell Barisic, but
he was pissed tonight. He doesn't deserve to have his name spelled correctly.
I'm giving him a fucking 0. I felt it was
a 0.
He was fucking diabolical.
What? I was going to give him a 3.
A fucking 3 for what? He was pish.
He was pish, like going.
He cost a goal. He gave the ball away every pass. His touch was
defensively. He was crap. Offensively, he wasn't good. He gave the ball away every time he got it. Normally, that's probably the strongest part of his game going forward.
0.
And the third goal for Celtic, I mean, what was he doing? I mean, he almost he conceded the goal went in before...
It went in?
Before Arbada even got to the ball. He just looked at it and then he was like, oh, fuck, this is in. Like, why didn't he just...
But no, gets me right. Say
McGregor
somehow saves that. That could have very easily bounced off Barisic and went in because he's sitting on his arse.
Yeah, I mean, I think a 0's... Then again, he only lasted. No,
I feel like he was by far the worst player. I'm going to give him a fucking pitch.
I'm giving him a 3.
So 1.5.
1.5 there. It's nothing good for Barisic.
Next up, Starfelt.
I felt probably one of the better games I've seen Starfelt playing, and I actually thought for once he was better than Carter Vickers, and for that reason...
I'll give him an 8.
Oof, I'm going to give him a 7, so it's a 7.5. I felt he was good, but I still felt there was a part he almost played through.
Well, I feel like him and Carter... I'll give Carter Vickers an 8. I felt like he was good as well.
Okay. I was probably going to give Carter Vickers a 6, to be fair. So I don't think they had much to do. I don't think they had much to do.
Yeah.
I can't say Celtic were great defensively tonight for the simple fact is
they got rid of everything. It was every corner, every set piece they dealt with. Not one of them.
Well, I suppose.
Right, we'll give Bassey and Goldson then.
Bassey for me was the worst of these two. Although neither of them was great. I'll give Bassey a 4.
I'll give him a 3.
So a 3.5. I feel like giving him a 4 is being generous to be fair.
Goldson.
I'm going to give Goldson a 5.
I'm going to give him a 4. I thought he was...
Okay, 4.5 then. I thought Goldson was the best Rangers defender. But that wouldn't be hard. I mean, you could have stuck fucking me in the defence and I'd have been the best defender tonight. Right, that's maybe...
I mean, he was the best defender, but Tav offered a lot more going forward. But as he's expected to do, defensively, Tav was non-existent yet again. But we're on to Juranovic.
Right, this might be controversial. I'm going to give Juranovic a 9.
I'm going to give him a 9.
I felt he had Ryan Kent in his pocket. And not only that, going forward, he was great. And the link-up play with O'Reilly and Abada out on that right-hand side going forward.
To do.
I thought this was the... I thought ever since I've seen Juranovic... I've always thought he looked a good player with potential, but I've never really seen him have that, that great game. But tonight was definitely that great game, and for me, it's a 9.
Yep. Next up, Tav. I'll give Tav a 5.
Uh,
No, actually, no, I'll give him a 4.
I'm gonna give him a 4.
Nice,
4 for
fuck
me.
it.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that great tonight. Like, to be honest,
I feel like in the first half, though, he was the only thing going forward the Rangers had.
Cal McGregor, I'm giving him a 6 again. I felt like a passenger for me.
All this hype about the captain coming, he's not even that good. Like, Celtic would have won this game regardless if he was on the pitch.
I mean, you could have stuck anybody in there. Apparently McCarthy's world class, so you could have stuck him and got the same result. Probably would have.
Fucking Ramsey could have joined the other team. You know,
that's the last thing Rangers need.
Right,
imagine that, Ramsey playing for Celtic, but Rangers paying his wages.
I know, right?
I wonder if Rangers pay his wages up front.
Exactly.
See if they don't get first place. Ramsey might not be getting any wages.
I know, right? Kamara,
6 then for McGregor.
Aye, 6 for McGregor. Kamara got subbed off half time, one of his worst games in a Rangers shirt. I will give him a 3.
I'm going to give him a 4, so that's a 3.5.
Right.
Because I didn't think he was as bad as the next guy, but first we need to cover O'Reilly. I thought O'Reilly was alright tonight. I thought he was pretty solid.
I'll give him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 7. To me, he was overshadowed though by some of the better players in the team, but definitely a good performance. Aribo, I thought terrible tonight. Gave the ball away constantly. He's a skillful guy in the Rangers midfield. You can't expect more from Aribo.
Again,
you expect him to make something to happen. Rangers' only real chance in the first half. Basically, he messed it up.
I'm not having an over exaggeration here, but this is literally, I'd say, almost half of the Rangers team had their worst game tonight.
Potentially. I'm giving Aribo a 3.
I'll give him a 2. I thought he was shocking.
Yep.
Next up, we've got Atati.
I'm giving him a 10.
Yeah.
He got 2 goals and an assist, and this is his Old Firm debut.
10, aye, 10.
For me, it doesn't get. I don't see. Obviously, I say it doesn't get. He could have scored a hat trick, but
he could have scored 10.
I mean, come on. I'm giving him a 10.
I'll give him a 10.
I mean, for me,
right.
They said that he was. They said that when he actually came, I'm pretty sure I heard rumours that he was actually better than Furuhashi.
When I
didn't think that'd be true, but here, based on that,
I said Tav was Rangers' best. I feel like Arfield was. He had a lot of shots.
I'm giving Arfield a 6.
I'll give him a 6. Yeah.
I think Arfield could have easily been in the winning team tonight if he played for Celtic.
You could argue that about any fucking one in the Rangers
team.
I
think anyone else in the Rangers team would have dragged Celtic down, apart from McGregor. Like, oh come on,
right?
Are you telling me Aribo or Kamara deserve to be in that Celtic midfield?
Okay,
I'm giving Arfield a 6. I felt he looked like the only guy that was actually going to do something for
Rangers.
Next up,
we've got Jota. I feel like Jota had a quiet game. I'll give him a 6.
I was going to give him a 7, so I'll give 6.5. I felt like he was there, but he wasn't. I mean, he got overshadowed. Right, normally he's the best winger, but for me tonight he was nowhere near that.
Next up with Ahmed Diallo. Farmers League United loanee worth 40 million. I mean, he didn't do anything particular, but he did nothing. Right, he actually did nothing. If it's a Farmers League,
if this is a Farmers League, then Diallo was the cattle tonight, and he got fucking slaughtered. I'm giving him a 3.
Damn, I'll give him a 3 as well. He didn't do anything. Like I said, he wasn't like a Barisic bad, but he did nothing.
Moving on, Abada. I thought this guy was good at the start, then
did nothing. I'll give him a 7.5.
Fucking hell, when I was talking good at the start, I was meaning his Celtic career. Like, I thought Abada was a 9 tonight.
So
8.25. I thought he was really good tonight. Probably, I think one of his best games in a Celtic shirt.
Kamar Roof.
And he overshadowed Jota. So
Kamar Roof, the Diallo. I feel like Roof is more experienced. I feel like.
Did Roof do anything tonight? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like with him, at least with Diallo, it's his second fucking game.
I don't recall Roof ever getting on the ball.
I'll give Roof a 2. Thought he was awful.
I'll give him a 2. Giamakis, again.
I'm going to give him a 4 because if honestly, I feel like if this is anyone, he could have made this one of the biggest Old Firm wins
ever.
Literally, like, and single-handedly, he didn't.
Yeah, if this is like an Edouard or a Dembele, then it's probably
8-0.
Because it's curtains for Rangers. It was curtains anyway. I was going to give him a 6. I think a 4 is very harsh. Like, so that equals at a 5.
No, every shot he had was straight at McGregor. I'm sorry, he's just not good enough.
Yeah, no, I don't think he is. Well, he won't want Celtic to get their main man back.
Talk about not good enough with Ryan Kent. I'd say.
I would argue he's not been good enough for a while.
Apart from Barisic, he was the worst player on the pitch.
I don't think he's been good enough for a while.
I'll give him a 1.
I'm going to give him a 2. So that equals at a 1.5. Now we move on to the subs.
Forrest.
We'll just cover the Celtic ones, then we'll move on to Rangers.
Forrest, I thought wasn't that actually that good. He gave the ball away quite a lot. I'll give him a 4.
4.
I don't think he was that good, honestly.
I'll agree with that. I didn't really have the
I feel like every sub made Celtic worse. Maybe apart from Meda. I think Meda was alright.
Meda alright.
Who the fuck's Doak?
Some prick that came on with 2 minutes to go and got booking. It's a shame Sorokin got one as well. Madeira, I'll give him a 5.
I'll give him a 6.
Okay, 5.5 then. McCarthy, 5. And the last two, I don't really feel like had enough time to do anything. They were on for a couple of minutes, but Doak picked up a booking. I'm going to give him a 4.
Yep. And Sorrow 5.
Sorrow a 5. I mean, Sorrow didn't.
Over to the other 3.
Ryan Jack, I actually thought made Rangers better. I would give Ryan Jack a 6.
I'm going to give him a 7. I feel like if this guy started,
I think maybe with him and Arfield in the midfield.
And fucking Ramsey.
Jack, Arfield, and Ramsey could have been a different game, maybe.
But this logic here. Oh, but Ramsey's not fit. Jack's not fit, and he was by far when he came on.
Aribo and Kamara were fit, and they were both fucking shite. So I mean,
I don't give 2 fucks, right?
What would you rather have? An unfit Giamakis or a fit Giamakis or like an unfit Thierry Henry with a slight injury?
No,
fuck
fucking
me.
Right, anyway, yeah, 6.5.
6.5.
Sakala,
I mean, he was more impactful than Diallo. He looked like he was going to create more, but his end product's garbage. He's constantly getting caught offside. But he did look more of a threat.
A 5.
I gave him a 4, 4.5. For me, Sakala should be starting. And I think Balogun should be over Bassey. I don't know why he wasn't. He picked up a booking, but I mean,
Balogun a 4.
I mean, I think a 4 is fair. Right, moving on to the managers. Ange.
I'll give Ange a 9.
I'm going to give him a 9. The reason I'm not giving him a 10 is I felt like Celtic let Rangers into it second half. And I know it's still 3-0 and they still dominated, but what if Rangers got a goal back?
Let's just
could have changed the game.
Obviously, Celtic played great, but let's say Rangers weren't playing pish and they were just 3-0 down because Celtic were playing great and they could actually string a pass together and they scored 1. This could have very easily backfired. We've seen it with so many times with Celtic. They take leads and then their arse collapses.
Yeah, they do, and I want to know what happens if Aribo doesn't overhit that pass to Arfield and Arfield makes it 1-1 by 5 minutes before the break. I want to know.
Rangers could have won.
I want to know. I want to know how the second half changes. I'm going to give Ange a 9.
We could be sitting here saying, fuck, Gio masterclass, he turned it around in the second half. But guess what? He didn't. And I'm going to give Gio a fucking 1. I felt like...
A 1 for Gio. Just 1.
First, his arse collapsed.
Right. I'm trying to think of reasons why he would get more than 1.
Well, I've got one reason why he doesn't get more than 1, because I'm going to get into this kebab.
Right. Second half, the Rangers did play better, but what concerns me is, and this concerns me a lot, right? Now, either this tells me that Gio, one of these two has to be garbage, right? It's either the manager or it's the striker who sat on the bench and never got onto the pitch.
Etten?
Yep. How can you be 3-0 down and your target man, your striker, never gets brought on?
He's awful. I don't like it.
So either Etten is so bad that Gio can't pick him to come on, or Gio is so bad he can't work out that we're 3-0 down, we need to bring on a striker. I'm going to give Gio a 2. I felt like Rangers were marginally... And I also appreciate his honesty in the post-match interview where he says that he was just honest. He says Rangers weren't good enough. He says that there's no excuse for poor defending with the first goal. You got to play to the whistle and all that. He didn't blame the referees. I mean, he could have come out and said, referees cost us, first goal shouldn't have counted. He didn't do that. I'll give him a 2 just based on his...
let's be real, right? Why isn't Ramsey on this bench? I'm not saying it's a G... Technically, it would be a Gio's thing, but why is he not on the bench?
Could Ramsey not be declaring himself unfit? Then again, this wee Japanese dude landed back in Glasgow today for fucking Japan and he's playing.
I just don't get
it. What about jet lag? But Medea was playing, so...
I don't care, right, if Ramsey's not really played... He's not played since November, right? How can he not play 10 minutes? He's a fucking footballer.
I know, but can you not argue? We're 3-0 down. I mean,
It's not like.
I know, but can you imagine that's how he makes his fucking debut? Coming on 3-0 down against.
We'll put it this way: Aribo scores that goal. Fucking right. It's 1-each to the 75th minute, and Ramsey's not on the bench. Versus Ramsey's on the bench. Oh fuck, Ramsey! This could be his impact.
That's all well and good, but let's be real.
3-0. Yep. I want my kebab. Till next time.
Let us know what you think.
Gio's not at the wheel. Ange is at the wheel. Good day, mate.
Gio
Foster's. Good call.
Gio out, Solskjaer in. That'll save Rangers. That'll save them. Anyway, guys, let us know what your thoughts were down below. Let us know what your ratings were on the player. For me, Hatate was great. Brilliant performance as well for Juranovic, but overall, Rangers pretty shocking. And apart from Jack, Arfield and McGregor making a couple of saves that were already aimed right at him, then honestly it was a poor showing for Rangers, and they'll need to do much better. Tough month for them coming up in February. Big games, lots of points to be lost. We'll see what happens, but until next time, been Fog Fitba, thanks for watching, and peace.